In the MBA admissions process, you can think of each of your MBA essays as a thread. Each thread represents a facet of your qualification. Among these threads, one strand stands out as the linchpin that can either weave a seamless masterpiece or leave a scrambled and unconvincing picture. It often ends up being the difference between an admit and deny. The essay I'm talking about is the school fit essay, often overshadowed by the excessive focus on GMAT scores and resumes. For the savvy MBA candidates, they know that the school fit essay is where they know how to shine. But it's not just the essay itself. The essay should come as the culmination of a set of actions that you need to take first. And this is exactly what I'll help you do today. I'll show you how this sometimes elusive notion of fit between you and your dream MBA program can be the compass that guides you to the MBA program where you truly belong. In the world of MBA admissions, understanding how to strategically demonstrate fit through your essays is often the part that can make or break your MBA application and determine its success. So in this video, I'm going to use my perspective and experience as a former dean of MBA admissions to show you why the school fit essay is so critical, but even more importantly, I will show you how to create your own great school fit essay. Now, let's begin by taking a look at a couple of examples of classic school fit essays. One comes from UC Berkeley Haas, which asks, the Berkeley MBA program develops leaders who embody our 4 defining leadership principles. Briefly introduce yourself to the admissions committee, explain which leadership principle resonates most with you, and tell us how you have exemplified the principle in your personal or professional life. Another example comes from Columbia Business School. One of their essay questions is, why do you feel Columbia Business School is a good fit for you, academically, culturally, and professionally? And they add, please be specific. So how to tackle these 2 essays or similar ones from other schools? The key is understanding each school's culture and demonstrating how you belong as a valuable future addition to the school community. But what does that look like in practice? Understanding school culture is the foundation of your MBA school fit. When MBA candidates start thinking of the MBA application process, very often I know that the first thing you do is search for the class profile at your target schools. You beeline straight to it and you start obsessing over average GPA and median GMAT or GRE scores, and you try to figure out which ones to target. Schools definitely take tremendous pride in their school profile, and the class profile is directly linked to their position in the rankings. But I'm here to tell you that there's an important part that you should be looking at first, and that part is the school's mission statement. Let's read Harvard Business School's mission. It says, we educate leaders who make a difference in the world. Do you see a mention anywhere in it that we educate leaders with a median GMAT score of 735, ideally ones with a 3.8 GPA? Nope. And you never will. So here is my message and my task for you. As you embark on your MBA school fit essay, remember that the mandate of any MBA admissions committee is to find the type of leaders the school aims to educate, shape, and deliver to the world, to business and society, really. And as a former dean of MBA admissions, I can assure you that schools take their mission very seriously. Everything the school does flows from their commitment to the school's mission, and that's reflected in who they choose to invite into their community. When you become an MBA student, that school's brand will be yours for life, and you will be part of the school's community and brand for life too. That is a notion that the major stakeholders of any school, faculty, the overseers, the dean, the alumni board, the trustees, take very, very seriously. So understanding who the schools are looking for will help you approach creating your MBA candidacy through a very different lens. And this brings us to the first step in writing a compelling school fit essay, which is to understand the culture of the institution you're applying to. You cannot barely scratch the surface and only look at MBA rankings and reputation. If you want to be successful in convincing your dream MBA program that the 2 of you are a fit, you'll need to dig much deeper than that. So how do you do it? Well, first of all, I very much hope that you didn't wait until it was time to write your school fit essay to actually dig into deciphering the culture of your target MBA programs. Hopefully, you're watching this video with plenty of time to do what is required here. As you start exploring your understanding and interpretation of it, there are 3 areas that you should focus on to understand school culture. I already mentioned earlier that the first area to research is the school's core values and their mission statement. These are typically easily found on the school's website, but don't just give them a quick glance. Take notes, pause to think about what these values are and how they resonate with you personally and professionally. A quick insider tip here, it's not enough to issue a generic statement like, I value diversity. You're going to have to be specific. You're going to have to show how the school's commitment to fostering a diverse and inclusive community resonates with your experience, for example, working on multicultural teams. The second place to examine is the curriculum, the academic programs, the courses, and the experiential learning opportunities that the school offers. Identify those that align with your academic and career goals. Consider how you will explain how these offerings will contribute to your growth. Another insider tip here, don't just list courses, connect them to your aspirations. For example, you can talk about how the school's tech MBA program, with its focus on innovation and entrepreneurship, will help you in setting up that technology startup that you're dreaming about. The next place to examine would be the clubs and extracurricular activities at the schools. Research the many student-run organizations, the extracurricular activities that are available. Identify those that genuinely interest you and explain why they resonate with your interests and passion. You can mention a club or activity that aligns with your personal interests and career goals. You can say something like, I am enthusiastic about joining the Social Impact Club as it reflects my own commitment to creating educational resources for underserved communities. Now, researching these 3 areas is something you can do on your own and do it relatively quickly. But there's another important step that will require much more time and effort. That area is school engagement. School engagement is where you show your genuine interest. One of the questions that MBA candidates frequently ask is how important school engagement is for getting admitted. Too often, they assume that it's kind of like a checkbox during the MBA application process. School engagement is a really important part of the MBA application process, but not simply to guarantee that you have covered the minimum requirements. And no, there are no minimum requirements, really. It's not like you attend 5 school events and you're in, or you attend 7 and you even get a scholarship. It doesn't work this way. The important part of school engagement is to actually help you better understand the match between you, between your candidacy, and the MBA program of your interest. So if you're writing your school fit essay, hopefully you've already done your homework of attending school events and connecting and having had meaningful conversations with current students and alumni. Some of the stories from these interactions, they can highlight what you've learned and how it shaped your decision to apply, even if they're simple and very, very brief, and they can add great value to your essays. Now, as you're thinking about demonstrating fit, at the heart of an outstanding school fit essay is your ability to connect your values to the school ones. Your school fit essay should be a natural blend of your story and the school story. You're going to need to showcase how your experiences have prepared you to thrive in that unique environment. The school fit essay is the perfect place in your application that shows not simply why you need an MBA, but why the MBA class needs you. It should reflect not only why you want to be part of the school, but also why the school should want you to be part of their community. How will you show up as an alum? How will you make this school look good for years to come? The more specific you are about who are you going to be as an MBA student and why the MBA program needs you, the better your chances of admission. Now, you may be thinking this is all well and good, but where does the differentiation of my candidacy come from? If everyone who hears your advice follows the same approach, won't we all look the same? The answer is no. No, you won't. Even if you inevitably mention the same classes and clubs as some other MBA candidate, that doesn't mean you're going to blend in. Your differentiation is going to come from your how and your why. Having read thousands of applications over the course of my career, I can tell you with complete confidence that if you include enough details about how and why you do the things you do and how will you show up as an MBA student, your candidacy will never look the same as someone else's. Now, remember, in the earlier videos from the MBA essay series, I talked about how the notion of fit goes beyond just this one type of essay. So don't limit your thinking of demonstrating fit to apply only to the MBA essays that specifically ask about fit. You should consider the fit lens in multiple places throughout your MBA application and the entire MBA admissions process. And I have a bonus tip for you here. Don't show simply how you will benefit. Think and show how you will contribute. If you haven't watched the previous videos on MBA essays, watch them now. They will help you approach the MBA essay writing more effectively and strategically. And if you're not on the insider list of those who receive my Sunday AdCom insights, sign up now. The link is in the description. The Sunday AdCom insights are where I give you the latest and most important MBA admissions trends from the current MBA admission cycle. It's also where I break down how MBA candidates create winning applications. It's a great way to fuel yourself up with insights and inspiration every week as you work on your MBA application.